Hi, folks. It's Dale at Fisherman Supply, and today is Thursday, the 1st of May. And I just want to mention again, I've mentioned it on my answering service, there are two sites to pray. This is the National Day of Prayer. It's the 74th National Day of Prayer. And we all know we need to pray, but it's especially important now. I was listening to, I think his name was Pastor Evans, and he makes a really good case. I'm not going to get into details that the rapture could happen sometime in the fall, around October or so. He makes a very good case, and this really concerned me. I just lost my wife, but before I get into that, let me give you some details, and then I'll share what my thoughts are right now. Um, the day of prayer, there's two places you can go. One of them is the band shell in Johnstown. This is for local folks here. The band shell in Johnstown. And that one is from 6:30 probably to around 7:30, somewhere in that area. That takes about an hour. Or you can go to Gloversville and you can go to the Veterans Park. I think it's Veterans Park, and that's from 6 to 7. Now, having said that, I want to go back to prayer, and I want to tell you what. If you go by and see the sign on New Covenant Community Church now, it says I'm going to be speaking about who is Jesus um, this coming Sunday. But we're going to change that because I want to encourage you to bring people. I was talking with Pastor Torres on the phone. He's going to be speaking on evangelism. And he said that basically when he was growing up, they used to have the churches used to have the evening service that was uh, the purpose was for evangelism, and the pastor would preach evangelistically, which is really cool. So this is kind of what we're trying to do at New Covenant. Now, at New Covenant, I am going to change the sign and say how to successfully switch careers. How to successfully switch careers. Now, this gives you an opportunity to invite practically anybody who is interested in that particular subject. And that's the point. We want to have as many people there as possible. And that date is going to be Sunday at 2 p.m. Uh, June, this Saturday. Actually, it would be June 1st. June 1st at 3 p.m. That's when that will take place. Now, what is the Lord doing with Dale? This is a miracle. God has totally changed my thinking about this because when when Jesus was talking with the disciples and talking about God, he said basically in his final prayers, he says, Lord, I've kept all those that you have given me. Now, God gives Jesus certain people. The only thing is, we don't know who they are. So guess what? Rather than play a guessing game, our job is to become so close. You're going to hear this many, many more times. We're got to be so close to the Holy Spirit that we know who to talk to. Now, the Lord has already showed me one person to talk to. It's just for starters. I didn't do a very good job, but he showed me. And after he showed me, I understood why he showed me that I was supposed to talk to that person. So it was very interesting. And then there was another time when I talked to somebody on my own. I barely needed any kind of a nudge at all. But I believe as Christians that we all need to become sensitized to the voice of the Holy Spirit. That is going to be the telling point between now and the rapture. You can't just sit around and wait for this thing to happen. I know that we're supposed to occupy until he comes. I get that. And there are certain things that we have to do, but folks, we got to start shifting. We got to start being ready to become one with Jesus, become like Jesus' disciples during this last period. That's what I see the Holy Spirit saying. And I want to tell you what this has done for me. It is possible, I'm not sure, but it is possible that God has cut my mourning time. I just lost my wife on the 24th of January. He's cut it way short by giving me that assignment. And he didn't tell me this, but I just sort of oozed into it on my own. And I really think it's the Lord. First of all, I'm older, so I don't have the zip I used to do before. But I can continue to read the scriptures, and I can pray. And I can pray a little more, and a little more, and a little more, and a little more. So go to one of these prayer meetings today. Thank you very much, Dale at Fisherman Supply. God bless you.